Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Lotusthesage. I'm Lotus. Nice to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. So today we're going to do another pick a card, but another pick a stack technically. And today we're going to go into a reading about what was left unsaid. So we're going to have person A, person B, or your side and their side. So, and we'll get into the messages. Hopefully this won't be too long. I'm just trying to make this sort of quick and concise as best as I can in Lotus's version of quick and concise, which is never quick. Anyway, so we have option number 1 here, option number 2, and option number 3. Okay, my lovelies, I'll see you at your piles. Welcome, my pile 1. Let's lay out your cards. So we're gonna have person A on my left side and person B on the right side here. I've done the reading as in my viewer, you are going to be on the left side and your person is going to be on the right. That's how I'm reading it. But of course, if the energies are swapped, use your discretion, and I trust you. Okay, my pile 1, let's get into your reading. So, like I said, person A, which is my viewer, technically on your side here. So let's go into what you may not have said, what was not said. First card, family room. My focus is elsewhere. Privileged lady. This connection is undeniable. Adjudication. 2 came out with this one. What do you see? That spark, it's within you. So I'm getting 2 scenarios here. I'm getting something along the lines of there was a conversation that either happened with somebody super close to you, like a family member, but it's a very intimate, private type of conversation, and that either had to do with like a big decision or it had to do with a decision, a big decision regardless. And I feel like for one scenario, my viewer, you went against what was asked of you or decided upon, or whatever it is this conversation was about, their argument, you were like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. Like, say for example, you have a love interest and your parents don't want you to get married to this person right now, not to this person ever, and you're like, fuck it, I'm going, and then you end up just like doing it over the weekend and doing like a runaway wedding, like that's kind of the example that they're giving me. The other is something that was left unsaid was something that you really wanted to say to somebody that was, that, like we said, has some sort of authority or respect, a hierarchy in some sense, like an elder, something along those lines, and the respect is undeniable. You can't do that, but there's something that you're like, I'm still feeling like you didn't agree with what was decided, and you're like, my focus is elsewhere. I don't need this to be what we're talking about, what we're doing, but you didn't say that. I feel like you just kept quiet and you let it's sort of like the environment make the decision for you. That's another scenario. So it's playing out both ways. I'm not entirely sure which, maybe there's both. And if you did comply, like if there is an example of you that some of you guys did comply to whatever was the decision, like you're not happy about it. But I don't feel like you did. Like the strongest feeling, I don't feel like you did. Okay, what did those feelings create? What did it do? Okay. This reiterates what I was feeling, which was that you went against what was expected, asked, decided upon for you. You trusted in yourself and you kept the faith. and words left unsaid. Your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. And I think this is what your environment did. Because you kept that faith, it's sort of like, what do you see? That spark, it's within you. It's like, trust you. That's what, the silence, or why you chose to be quiet, because you just need to move on your own. So you didn't say anything, you just kept the faith, and you sort of, maybe you just agreed for the sake of agreeing and still went about doing your own thing. But I don't feel like it, especially when it says your honesty and vulnerability scares me, which is what I think. There's like, it's for your own good. Like they're placing it in that kind of context. It's for your own good. It's for your safety, which it is. It's out of love. But you're like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. I know what I'm doing. Interesting. Let's see their side. Message of concern, obviously. And hold on. This is very fitting with what we were picking up from your conversation or your energy. This person being like, wait, hold on a second, somebody close to you, my focus is elsewhere. Like, hold on, don't do this, don't do this. When I was talking about close to home, it could be family, somebody that took care of you, but this new beginning they're afraid of. This is kind of what it is. That's what it feels like. They're trying to hold on to this child in you, or the parenting, in a sense. Like, it's hard to let go. This is sort of the feeling I'm getting in some sort of context. Life lessons 55, making positive life choices. Yeah, it's like they're afraid of it. Like they're like I was saying, that they're trying to place it in the fact of, I'm trying to take care of you, making sure you're making the best choices for yourself. I'm still, your guardian, or whatever the case is. But they're also learning, these are good choices. I feel like they're just afraid. They're afraid to let go of you somehow. That's the strongest feeling. And why are they afraid? Because they feel like they're not going to have the connection with you again. That's this thing, or like I said, the example of marriage, that it's going to take away their connection with you because your time will be elsewhere. It'll be sort of taken from them. That's, again, it's fear. It is straight fear. And something is out of place, and that's what it is. It's the fear. And it's the fear of you leaving and forgetting them, in a sense. Like not being able to do the things that you did, or whatever it was. That's what was left unsaid. Their concern of you doing this, making these life choices, but this is good for you. This is good for you. So whatever you had to respect, in the sense of like showing, I'm feeling like a grandmother heavy, like a heavy grandmother vibe. Maybe mother, but it's more strongly for me. I'm feeling grandmother or guardian, or somebody like that. It definitely, obviously could be a mother, but it's just feeling grandmotherly to me. But obviously mother is just as applicable and just as heavy in its weight, So yeah, I feel like it's mainly fear. Okay, where did that energy leave them? An ideation. I'm feeling like it left them in a possibility, it left them with the possibility of something new. Like the idea that you're going to be fine. Like I don't know, there's something about that in here. It's about allowing this new possibility for your freedom, in a sense, this, and their own. They're having more space for themselves, like it's fear. It's just fear. I'm just going to leave it there. There's nothing more to say. 47. I feel like I've known you all my life, yet you are so mysterious. This is so funny, because 47 and 48, and known you all your life, especially when it comes to like family or somebody, a caregiver, mother, doesn't matter the case. It's like, this is my kid. This is the person I've known since a child, and they're going off and doing all these positive big things, and it's like, yet now this person's a mystery to me. I have to relearn this person. I have to understand where they're at right now. I have to be able to let go. I have to be able to release it, That's what they didn't say. They're afraid. They're afraid. And you're ready to go. And you're just like, just trust me, this will be fine. Okay, what did you actually say? This is fun. I heard, I'll think about it. That's what you said. Okay, you're like, okay, I'll think about it. I'll work on it. I'll think about it. I'll see if we can renegotiate something or something like that. But you're like, I'll think about it. But I just feel like it was, yeah, I feel like this is what it is. It's like, I'll think about it just sort of to appease the energy, like I said, but it's like, I will miss you. It's not like I'm not going to miss, you know, this phase of my life or this chapter of my life, but we have to move. We have to continue to grow. You approached it with caution. You were very cautious. You're like, yes, I'll miss you. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I understand what it is. I know it's going to take a lot of hard work, but like you just try to keep the peace is what I feel like. But that fire's within you to do what you like to do. Dealings or relationships with a man. This is what I'm saying. This is what I felt it from the beginning. Like going off somewhere, dating, marriage, something like that. Eloping was the word. I couldn't think of the word. Eloping. This is so interesting. Very cool. Okay. Your person. Holy moly, I can't make this shit up. Marriage. Look at this. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was feeling. This marriage, like there's this about a union, about another person, about it's so like you. Maybe, oh my god. Maybe the wedding's in the spring. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're talking about like moving up your wedding or having it too soon, or like too soon for them. It's too quick for them or something like that. Holy jeez. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. Love. Of course they expressed love for you, you know, and love for the situation, and they're happy for you naturally, like, but there is this concern. It's like they came across just very, very like, okay, yeah, but very concerned. Like they did not maybe let on how fearful they were of this choice of letting go, and they just were like, this is great, this is sweet, but maybe make sure you do this, make sure you do this, make sure you do this, you know, and oh, that's really sweet. It's but it's time. It's time. Wow, holy moly. Fair woman, dealings or relationships with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Like I said, possibly grandmother. This possibly could be you, you know, but it's feeling like this is them and this is what you were talking about. This energy is so clear, very, very clear. So if this is technically not your pile when it comes to like this sort of dynamic, I would pick another pile for sure. Oh man, cool. Okay, let's see what the connecting... Wait, hold on. Let me see if there's anything else here. I think I think your person expressed their congratulations and, you know, the surface of whatever, but underneath there was a lot of fear. And I think that they brought up some possibilities or ideas that sort of, you know, made you be like, oh man, I don't want to have this conversation. I know that between this person I respect, but the person that I love, the connection for me is undeniable. That spark, it is what I want. It's what I see. It's what I'm after. I trust in this, you know, and your honesty also might be from them, which is them voicing their concerns. But I do feel like it's more from you, you know, how you voiced whatever it is this conversation was about. All right, what is the advice for the connecting energy? It says, Allah, grief. And I'm feeling it's talking about cycles, you know, like the releasing, you know, the maiden mother crone. It's that type of cycle I'm getting. And it's the releasing of the child or the bird leaving the nest, you know, the saying goodbye and missing, obviously, like we said, the closing of a chapter to open to a new chapter to birth in this new cycle. That's what I'm really getting. It's sort of like to grieve this old cycle so the new one can begin for both of you. That's sort of what has to happen on a very healthy and conscious, aware, and personal way. Allah's guidance. Give spirit your grief, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. You're holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is an ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, disappointments, etc. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. Declare, I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. So yeah, the same energy is what I'm getting, is just allowing the release of this new cycle to begin. Oh, that's very sweet. Then we have the Union of Hearts. I swear, if your pal's not about union or some sort of relationship, I don't know what I'm doing. There is a connection of love that defies explanation, which is this connection is undeniable. And I also getting this is twofold for the both of you. It's like your family is family. Like it doesn't matter. It's not really going to go anywhere, or this connection between the two of you is not going to change that much. This is the new cycle. And also for my viewer, the connection with your person is also undeniable. This is a union of hearts. It is the way this cycle is supposed to continue. It feels like, again, a life lesson for their person to let go, release, understand this process, and for you also to see that you have the power and the spark within you to see yourself, to go after what you desire with faith, and for them to trust and look in awe of the person you've become and the mysterious, beautiful human being you are unfolding to be. It's amazing. Okay, then we have this picture. It says, in true love, you want what is best for the other person. In romantic love, you only want the other person. You see, this is about family. It's about relationships. It's about so many of these wonderful, beautiful things. So that's just a beautiful reminder. And your last message to close it off is seduction, passion, and romance await, which is what you're wanting to dive into. And it's almost like you want the blessing, like you just want it to be good, and you don't want them to worry about what's happening or about your well-being. Like you made the right choice, you're in good hands, you're ready to go. Oh, it's so sweet. That's amazing, my pal one. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was informative and gave you some insight into this particular conversation. Okay, my loves, keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Until next time, this is Lotus. Ciao. Welcome, my pal 2. Let's get into your messages. So I have divided them into person A and person B. I think, like I said, you're going to be on the left-hand side. Your person will be on the right. Okay, my pal 2, let's get into your energies. Let's see what was left unsaid. Bad health. With open up. Gift. I dream about you all the time. Message. Tuesday, let it be. Okay, I'm getting a feeling of either that my viewer, that you haven't been in the best of spaces or the best of health, and it was almost like somebody came to like share their good news or to possibly give you something that would ultimately supposed to make you feel good, and you sort of just smiled it off and it was lovely or whatever, but there's something I think you wanted to say, obviously, and you didn't, but maybe you just delayed telling them because you didn't want to like spoil their happiness in some way. So I don't know if you're waiting to tell them. Maybe Tuesday you are telling them. Maybe you receive this message or this gift on a Tuesday. But like you wanted to open up about something that I don't think you were feeling great about. And it feels like the person who you're talking with, like something like really magical for them like happened, like I don't know, like they bought their dream home, or they got engaged, or they got their dream job. There's something like big or something like that, and you were about to tell them about something else, but open up, but you're like, this is probably not the best time, so I'm just gonna stay quiet for a little bit longer. Ooh, sorry for that. Okay, let's see how that left you feeling. Strength. Yeah, it had to bring out your strength, because you had to sort of like hold back. I'm getting like really holding back everything, like with all your might, just to make sure that they don't, I don't know, they don't ask you, and like so that you dampen the energy or something. Interesting. I'm a better person because of you. I feel more optimistic and full of life. Maybe this person gave you a gift of, just a gift of their time, you know, which did actually make you feel better. Maybe that's exactly what it was. Maybe it did make you feel better, like underneath, but like the weight of whatever is happening is still outweighing what this beautiful gift might have been for you. I don't know what this is, but anything. It could have been like pregnancy, it could have been something, but there's like this person does give you hope and optimism and all of that, but there's something else that you just did not speak. Interesting. That's about health, well-being. Okay. Let's see what your person didn't say. Coffin. Within the winter. Courtship. With prayer and or meditation, 00. Watch for and follow signs, God force, beginning, alpha universe energy. Unexpected income. Walker, there is no path. You make the path as you walk. Again, it's making me still feel like this person who's you're talking to has something that like they were wishing for, dreaming for, because it feels like either this past winter or this winter that we're in currently, depending on where you are, something ended, died, had to restart like all over again. So they went into prayer, meditation, practice, and it feels like something that is a merger of sorts. It feels like, if I'm honest, it could more specifically feel like some sort of engagement, finding a really great partner. Again, it could be a job, but it's something that is unexpected for you or for them or for both. And it's like this person is so happy about what they've been manifesting. It sort of feels like that, and they're sharing what they've done, what they've learned through, what they're gaining, what's come up. And you're extremely happy for them. You genuinely are. It's just that you're just in a space where you can't really receive it in the way that you want to. And it feels like it's like a bigger deal than they're almost even telling you. It's like it's more than just one thing. And even if they are, it's almost like they're expanding on everything. And I think like the weight of so much of that goodness is making you feel almost shittier. Because there's something underneath where it feels like they may feel like you're not doing as much as you can for yourself. I feel like that's kind of the energy, and I think that's the reason why you're not really saying much either, because you don't really have the energy to fight back in a sense. It's like it's just where I am, which is where I'm at, you know? And this person is just like on this like high kick, spiritual, high vibe and juicing, you know, like life is good, and you're not there. You're not there. And they can sort of feel it, and they want to share everything with you. But there's sort of like this feeling of you could probably help yourself more. And I think that's maybe where the contention is right now. Interesting. How do they make them feel? What do they do? Intuition in reverse. You know what I'm getting with this intuition in reverse? Like they didn't read the room. Like that's what I'm getting. They just kept talking. How great. And they really didn't even pick up on the fact that you were not in a good space. But like you love them, you know, like oh, I feel like I just want to slap this person, not like in a bad way, just like, fuck, why aren't you paying attention? And then we have number 8. I have so much passion and desire for you, it drives me mad. And maybe I know these are like more romantic messages, but I feel like it's talking along the lines of this is where the force is, like, it's coming from a good place, being like, you can do more, like, look at the meditation and what I've manifested, what I've done, how I've changed my life around from this death, from this dead of winter, and look where I'm at now, everything's happening, you know? But they didn't trust, or excuse me, like I feel like they didn't read the room, and they have so much love and passion for you that they want you to be good and great, and that's why they're sharing it with you. But again, that's the reason why I'm feeling that intuition's in reverse. They didn't pick it up, didn't pick up on it. Okay, what did you actually say? Main female, okay, I'm not gonna say anything yet. Holy moly. Not today. Trust in reverse. You know what I'm getting here right away? It's like I said, this person was a little bit more in their ego and did not read the room and was just overexcited and just missed the boat, missed the picture. And your focus, what you end up saying was you just kept the focus on them. You're just like, okay, not today. I can't trust this information right now because this is not the good time to do that, so I'm just gonna back away. Like, it's like it was just a little bit more ego. Like, we all get there sometimes. That there's no judgments. It's just this is where this person was at, and you read the room better, and you were just in a more sensitive place and not able to, you know, sort of fight for that space or for that time, for that effort, that energy, excuse me. Interesting. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. This is it here. This is what you felt. It was just like boastful. That's exactly what it was. Boastful. This is exactly the energy I was getting. And so this is what you ended up saying. Like, you just kept quiet because you just didn't want to cross this energy. You didn't want to rain on the parade. Period. Okay, what did they actually say? High honor, just again, this boastful, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. Love comes first. You know what I heard when I flipped this card? It's like, love me, I'm first. It's about me right now. So this is not the typical energy of this person, okay? I don't want you guys to I don't want to make you think that I'm just bashing this person, because this is a person you truly, genuinely care for, you know? And it feels like a really close friend or a long-time friend. And it's like, again, it's like love, it's just about me. That's what it is. It's boastful. It's about me. Love me. High honor for me. Look what's happening with me. It was a moment of them sharing, excuse me. Yeah, an overactive energy. I don't think this should be in reverse. I'm not feeling that in reverse. It's an overactive energy. That's exactly what it was. You know, that left you feeling like, okay, there's no, they're not even going to hear me right now, so it doesn't even matter. Like, it'll just ruin it. Family wish comes true. Look at this. I dream of you all the time. Something that they dreamt and wished for. Like I said, it's something major for them. And it's like, this is why there's like all this frenetic, crazy energy, is because they're definitely just so excited that they're blinded and they're not seeing what's happening with you. Oh, my love, I'm sorry for that. I see you. Okay, let's see the advice for the connecting energy. Oshun, fearless love. Interesting. She's a beautiful goddess, but she does have a similar, let's say, echo or shadow to narcissist, of being so consumed with her own beauty, if I'm remembering the mythology correctly. Dare to love. Begin with loving yourself. Allow yourself to be loved. You feel everything deeply. You are porous with a wall around your heart. This is your paradox. You are love, and you are worth loving. Your divine assignment is to remain open to fearless love. You deserve to be loved in your language. You're worthy of love that remembers your beauty at your ugliest moments. Don't allow your unhealed past to block your future. Real love is a sacred contract that says, I am vulnerable and committed. Your heart is safe with me. Let's expand our consciousness together. I give love, I receive love, I am love. I feel like Oshun is trying to remind you both of a balance when it comes to this love, friendship, dynamic, energy exchange, however you want to view it. And this is what you've embodied, don't get me wrong. You've embodied this fearless love, but also they're reminding you of when you need it. To don't be afraid to ask for it, because this person also should be able to receive that. There should be a space for both. That's the advice. Get to know each other. Learning to meet each other's needs for love is important for a relationship to grow, and that's exactly what you guys are trying to do. You need to figure out, like they said, how you want to be loved in the language you want to be loved. You know, it's about being heard, being seen, reading the room, understanding when maybe now I need to back off from showing you all of my good stuff when my friend is feeling like shit and they're not in a good place. You know, like they can't just for an example, like they can't afford their rent, and I'm talking about buying a car and I just got a promotion. Like, fuck, come on, you know, like read the room. Doesn't mean that you can't tell them that you're happy about it. Be like, yeah, things are going really well. You can keep it simple. And then when they're in a better place, you can really elaborate. But that's, you know, that's spirit as speaking. You have this image. It says, I love you more today than yesterday, but less than tomorrow. Yeah, it's about that growing and learning each other, getting to know each other's love languages when it comes to this dynamic friendship communication. It's just, again, reading the room. That's really, really what it is. Last message. The Knight. Perfect. Triumph over adversity. You guys will get there. That's the advice. If you guys allow each other to really start to pay attention to each other a little bit more attentively and ask for the space that you need when and if it may not be given in the time that you need it. Do not be afraid to open up. Oh man, that's amazing. Well, amazing for clarity. I feel like it gives you a better understanding of where this person may have been, and I don't think that they were doing it on purpose, meaning in a malicious way. I just feel like they were overexcited, too much energy, didn't read the room, and just missed the boat on where to be a better friend. I'm really feeling like it's a friend vibe, to be honest. But you said let that apply how it applies. Oh, my beautiful pal too. I hope that was informative and helped you get some clarity on this particular conversation. I'm sending you so much love. Keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Until next time, ciao. Welcome, my pal 3. Excuse me. Welcome, my pal 3. Let's get into your reading. Just a reminder, person A will be on my side over here. Person B, I'll be on this side. I'm reading my viewer on this side, your person on the right, but use your discretion. Okay, beautifuls, let's see what was not said. Journey. I haven't told you the whole truth. Oops. False person. Sunday brings in calm. Imprisonment with Are You Ready? Ooh. I'm getting a feeling that my viewer, whoever your conversation was with, you literally lied about where you were going or what you're doing, who you were with, what happened there, what didn't happen. And I feel like it's the lie or whatever you withheld is eating at you a little bit. It's making you feel trapped, and you're wanting to say something. Maybe you will express something this Sunday or a Sunday and expose your own lies, so to speak, is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's like you kept a secret that definitely will hurt somebody. Like emotionally hurt somebody. Or you did something that you knew was going to create some sort of very difficult situation, and it's eating at you now. Okay, well, let's see how does this make you feel. Your pile's the only pile that got 2 of these prism color cards, and so did your person. So very interesting. We have hunger and passion. What I'm getting the most strongly is some of you cheated on somebody. Like you had a fling or something like that. You chased after your hunger and your passions, which led to this lie, which is keeping you feeling imprisoned in this sort of falsity. Are you ready to come to tell the truth? Like, that's what I'm getting. Woo, pile 3, scandalous. Oh, damn, okay. You inspire me so much, you are my muse. Man, I feel like you don't deliberately want to hurt this person, but it feels like it was almost deliberate. Like, you knew that your actions were going to create a problem, and you still did it. But it does not mean that you don't have love for the person that you did it, like that you cheated on or that you did the wrongdoing towards. Also, I'm getting that this person may have, like, by chance, like on your return or whatever the case is, like sort of showered you with their appreciation for you. And that made it even worse for you to, like, how you felt about it, because you're like, fuck, the timing of all this sucks. Damn, Gina. Okay, fuck, let's see what's going on with your person. House. Release to find. Community. Come back to self. Distant horizons. Time to cleanse. Damn. I swear to you, I am getting this feeling like you just didn't come home, you didn't return where you were supposed to, or you didn't meet up or something like that, or plans changed, whatever the case is, and this person was kind of like, where are you, what's happening, that kind of situation, and they just like said, fuck it, whatever, fine, just let you do your thing. And then they started to worry, and they're like, where is this person, what's happening? And then they had these feelings of something's not right, like something's up, something's not right. And then you being at a distance, or them being at a distance, or whatever the case is, it's like the way that the dynamic was working or was functioning, like your person knew something was up, but didn't know what the fuck was up, really, per se, but they just sort of like let you do your thing because they thought that would be the most smooth way to let the heat settle or the energy die out a little bit, for you guys to come back to the situation. But it's like now there has to come, like, everybody has to come clean. That's what I'm getting. Like, that's what they want. They wanted to say, it's like they didn't address what they were feeling because they didn't really know what they were feeling, but something was off. And this is why I feel like you got this like weird vibe of like, are you ready? Like, are you ready to come clean? Okay, where did that leave them? Oh, wow. Sadness. And anger. Wow. Yeah, because they knew something was up and they couldn't really say anything, but they were feeling it. There's this sadness, this anger. They couldn't. So, oh man. Ooh. This is hard. This is one of those situations you're like, fuck. It's because, like, you know what you did. That's the reason, too. And the fact that you're hiding it because you're trying to not hurt them any more than they already are hurting is also creating a problem, because they want the truth. Even if they think they can't handle it or they don't handle it, like, they want it still. Okay. Thank you for teaching me what real love is. And this is why they're so sad. It's like like we said, like it's not like you don't have love for each other, but it's like an argument that led to, like, it's one of those people or one of those situations where, you know, you flirt with somebody else just to get somebody jealous, but then maybe it goes too far, you know, like it's that kind of thing. And then there's naturally a connection when you're really connected with somebody. The other person does feel it, even if they don't know where it's coming from, but it's feeling like that, and they have that genuine love. And I feel like this is where you're like, you inspire me so much, you're my muse. It's like this. It's like, thank you for showing me what real love is. It can be for them too, like a sense of confusion, being like, I've already forgiven you for you fucking the shit up, which also makes them angry and sad. And that's also showing them what genuine unconditional love is. To a degree, it doesn't mean that they tolerate it, but it's like for them to feel that they've already forgiven you when you fucked up is a thing for them too, that they probably need to cleanse a little bit of, in all fairness. Okay, Pile 3, what did you actually say? Poverty. I feel like you said nothing. I feel like you withheld a whole bunch of information. You just withdrew, not pretended, but just was like, diminished everything that it was. It was just, let's say for example, you like went to the beach and then went to an after party and then slept at somebody's house. You're just like, yeah, I went out to a bar and then just slept at my girlfriend's. Like, that's kind of the deleting is what I'm getting. Then we have Friday, freedom reigns. You had 2 that came out. I have been born again and again, and each time I have found something to love. Yeah, it's almost like this may have happened the past weekend, is what I'm getting, where you just sort of like let out and you went amok or whatever the case is. And like I said, it feels like a spiteful type of thing. Like, I can find love somewhere else, so fuck you. Like, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Like, that was sort of the altercation, which left, you know, a reflection and a mirror back to the person, either because of how you were being treated or how you felt. Something, obviously, that led up to you wanting or needing or feeling the need to do it in this rebellious type of directly hurtful way. You know, it's like, this is, let me show you. It's almost like it was a deliberate blow, like I said, like a let me prove something to you so that you hurt. Then we have Bat. Take care, enemies are working against you. I feel like you threaten them in a sense. Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like you're like, watch yourself, because you're gonna lose me, you know? Like, you watch how if you continue to treat me this way, what will happen. And I feel like you hit one of your breaking points, or you're at a place where you're like, fuck this shit. And then, you know, this reflective period of you seeing where this has left you, it's not great. But in the moment, you were really heated. Like I said, that hunger and passion, you just decided to follow it. And then you did something. You did something, that's for sure. Okay, what did they say? Concern. Like we talked about, right? Like, they knew something was up. They knew something was up. Like the moon, come out from behind the clouds and shine. Buddha, this is exactly what they're saying. Like, tell me the truth. Come clean. That's what they want to say. What's going on? What's happening? You're lying. Then here, protection. They tried to get their guard down or to bring your guard down, but it didn't really work. They felt defensive a little bit, or maybe they started to attack you a little bit, which made it even worse. You know, like maybe they accused you of something first and then you actually went out and did what they accused you of after the fact. Like there's something very, very, I want to say it's petty. The argument is petty, or how you guys, not the argument, how you guys handled the argument, I feel ended up being very petty and defensive and reactive is the word. Dealings or relationships with a woman. Yep, this definitely has to do with partners of some kind. Like it feels like a cheating situation. And my viewer, I feel like you're the one who did the cheating. And that's what they're trying to address. Come out and tell me the truth. And interesting how, look at this, reflection has this two sort of mirrors, and the protection has these two locks. You know, it's like, let me show you as this person is sort of blocking something. Like there's something about how they were treating you prior, my viewer, that led you to these reactive movements. And because of that, there is now this obvious elephant in the room. And you feel shitty about it because you have to continuously lie because you already know how this person feels. And this person's probably already a little bit sensitive about it. You know, especially when it's something that's like really close to home, like you didn't return somehow. Like that's what I'm getting. Okay, let's see the connecting energy for you. Your connecting guidance, for the both of you. Queen Nefertiti, alchemy. Yeah, asking you guys to alchemize this energy, to balance it out. Stop fighting for power is what I just heard. Both energies, both masculine and feminine energies are at play always. It does not matter which role you've domesticized to. Do not forget that about the union. It always takes two to tango. It is never one person's fault, ever. It is time you turn everything that life throws your way into gold. You are on the path of fulfilling your purpose. You are an alchemist. You have the power to bend universal energy. Dare to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. Everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy. Match this frequency. See it in your mind's eye. Imagine it. I am loved fully. What does it look like, taste, smell like to be loved unconditionally? I am happy and healthy. See it. I am a money magnet. How does it feel? Declare, everything I touch turns to gold. Transmute this energy of how you guys deal and talk and communicate with each other, and come out of this scarcity mindset and this wanting to hurt one another just for the sake of power, to show that somebody cares. It's something like that. You're wounding each other, and you're playing from a place of wounding, which is creating more of this wounding, which is not going to be a good way to trauma bond. We don't want to do this trauma bonding. We want to heal this bonding. We want to heal this type of connection, to alchemize it into something beautiful like gold. Okay, next energy. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Yeah, and I think this is part of this. Instead of giving it to somebody else, give it to each other. You know, it's the type of attention that's needed. It's not necessarily a specific time or whatever. It's like similar to Pal 2, learning each other how you want to be loved. There's still some more time and effort that's needed in that area of your connection. This is your next picture. If you never have a broken heart, you'll never truly learn to love. And this is what I feel like you guys are doing. You guys are breaking each other's heart again and again and again. And just, it's like testing. Do you really love me? Do you really love me? Do you really love me? And that testing needs to stop, because it's becoming toxic now. You're deliberately hurting each other, in a sense, instead of just trusting. Like, just do something nice and just trust it. Let's alchemize this tit for tat bullshit. Last message. Nice. Talk about alchemizing, right? The sun. Your perseverance is rewarded. So stick it out. Fight for this in a different sense. Do something nice for one another. Give attention to someone. It's not, I don't feel like it's someone else. I feel like you did that already, my viewer. You need to give it back to this connection, and your person needs to learn how to give it back to you in the way that you would like to receive it. Regardless, the point being is you guys need to come to a better place of talking and communicating and connecting, instead of it being in a reactive place of trying to hurt each other for you guys to sort of be heard or seen or taken seriously in some way. Wow, my beautiful pal 3, that was crazy. Scandalous pal 3, you gotta let me know what's going on over here. If this was helpful or gave you some clarity and understanding of where the emotions might be at the present moment, please leave a like. I'm sending you so much love. Keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Until next time, this is Lotus. Ciao.